Welcome back. Do you remember what happened in part 1? Patrick Maloney told Mary, his pregnant wife, that he would be leaving her. Mary got so upset that she killed him. She didn't want to go to jail, so she had an idea. She would leave the house to buy groceries, come back, and then find him dead on the floor. No one would suspect her, so that's what she did.
Hi, Sam.
She said with a smile at the man behind the counter.
Good evening, Mrs. Maloney. How are you?
I need some potatoes, please, Sam. And a can of peas, too.
The man reached up to get the peas.
Patrick doesn't want to go out for dinner tonight.
She told him, proud of her lie.
We usually go out on Thursdays, and now I have no vegetables at home.
What about meat, Mrs. Maloney?
No, I have meat. I got a nice leg of lamb from the freezer. I'm not sure how to cook it frozen, but I'm going to try anyway. Do you think it will be okay?
Oh, I don't think it matters.
The grocer said.
Do you want these Idaho potatoes?
Yes, 2 of those, please.
Anything else?
He looked at her with a friendly smile.
What about dessert?
What do you suggest, Sam?
He looked around the shop.
How about a big slice of cheesecake? I know he likes that.
Perfect.
She replied. After shopping, she paid for her things and smiled, saying goodbye to Sam, the grocer. She was excited to go home to her husband, Patrick. She wanted to make a nice dinner for him because he was tired. She tried to forget she had killed him. She actually believed everything was normal as she walked in. She believed the lie she was telling herself. She reminded herself to stay calm and act naturally. When she got to the kitchen, she started humming and called out to Patrick.
Patrick?
She put the box on the table and went into the living room. When she saw him lying on the floor, dead, it really shocked her. All her old feelings for him came back, and she rushed to his side, knelt down, and cried a lot. It felt easy. She didn't have to pretend. After a few minutes, she stood up and went to the phone. She knew the police station's number. When the man answered, she yelled,
Hurry! Come quick! Patrick's dead!
Who is this?
The man asked.
Mrs. Maloney.
She replied.
So Patrick Maloney is dead?
He asked.
I think so. He's on the floor and I think he's dead.
The police car arrived quickly, and when she opened the door, 2 police officers came in. She recognized both of them and fell into a chair, then went to join one of them, named O'Malley.
Is he dead?
She asked, crying.
Yes, I'm sorry.
He replied.
What happened?
She quickly explained that she went to the store and found him dead on the floor when she got back. While she spoke, Noonan noticed some dried blood on the man's head. He showed it to O'Malley, who rushed to call for help. Soon, more people arrived, starting with the doctor, then 2 detectives. A police photographer came next and took pictures, followed by someone who collected fingerprints. Everyone was whispering around the body, while the detectives asked her many questions, but they were nice to her. She told her story again, beginning from when Patrick came home while she was sewing. He was so tired that he didn't want to go out for dinner. She talked about putting meat in the oven
It's still cooking.
and how she had gone to the store for vegetables, only to come back and find him on the floor.
Which grocer?
One of the detectives asked. She told him, and he turned and whispered something to the other detective, who immediately went outside into the street. In 15 minutes, he was back with a page of notes, and there was more whispering. And through her sobbing, she heard a few of the whispered phrases.
Acted quite normal, very cheerful, wanted to give him a good supper, peas, cheesecake. She couldn't have done it.
After a while, the photographer and the doctor left, and 2 other men came in and took the dead body away on a stretcher. Then the fingerprint man went away. The 2 detectives remained, and so did the 2 policemen. They were really nice to her, and Jack Noonan asked if she wouldn't rather go somewhere else, to her sister's house, perhaps, or to his own wife, who would take care of her and put her up for the night.
No.
She said. She wanted to stay in her house until she felt better. She didn't feel too good at the moment. She really didn't.
Why don't you go lie down in your bed?
Jack Noonan asked.
No.
She said. She wanted to stay in her chair for now. Maybe later, when she felt better, she would get up. The detectives left her there while they searched the house. Sometimes, one of them asked her questions, and Jack Noonan talked to her kindly as he walked by. He told her that her husband had been killed by a hard hit to the back of his head, likely with a heavy metal object. They were trying to find that object. The killer might have taken it, thrown it away, or hidden it in the house.
It's always the same,
he said.
Find the weapon, find the person who did it.
Later, another detective came and sat next to her. He asked if she knew of anything in the house that could have been used as the weapon. He wanted her to check if anything was missing, maybe a big wrench or a heavy metal vase. She told him they didn't have any heavy metal vases.
What about a big wrench?
She didn't know. They kept on looking. She knew there were police officers outside the house. She could hear their footsteps, and sometimes saw their flashlights through the curtains. It was getting late, almost 9 o'clock. The four men looking inside the house seemed tired and a bit frustrated.
Jack?
She said to Sergeant Noonan as he walked by.
Can I have a drink?
Sure, you mean this whiskey?
He replied.
Yes, just a little. It might help me feel better.
He gave her the glass.
How about you have some too?
She suggested.
You must be really tired. Please do. You've been nice to me.
Well,
He said.
I'm not supposed to, but I might have just a little to keep me going.
One by one, the other officers came in and were encouraged to take a small drink of whiskey. They stood around awkwardly with their drinks, feeling uncomfortable around her and trying to say nice things. Sergeant Noonan went into the kitchen. Noonan walked into the kitchen and quickly came back out.
Mrs. Maloney, your oven is still on and the meat is inside.
Oh, no. You're right.
She exclaimed.
Should I turn it off for you?
He asked.
Yes, please do that, Jack. Thank you.
When the sergeant came back again, she looked at him with big, sad eyes.
Jack Noonan,
She said.
can you do me a little favor,
Yes?
along with the others?
Sure, Mrs. Maloney.
Well, you all are good friends of my dear Patrick, and you're helping to find who killed him. You must be really hungry since it's past dinner time, and I know Patrick would want me to feed you. How about you eat the lamb that's cooking in the oven? It should be ready now.
I wouldn't think of it.
Sergeant Noonan replied.
Please eat it.
She asked.
I can't eat anything, especially not what was here when he was killed. But it's fine for you. It would really help me if you ate it all. Then you can get back to your work.
The four police officers were unsure at first, but they were hungry, so they finally went to the kitchen to grab some food. The woman stayed where she was, listening to them talk with their mouths full of meat.
Want some more, Charlie?
No, I should probably stop.
But she wants us to finish it. She said so. It would help her.
Okay, then give me some more.
That club must have been heavy.
One cop said.
Yeah, like a sledgehammer.
Another cop said.
His head was smashed in.
We'll find it easy.
Definitely. Nobody's gonna hide something that big.
Bet it's right here in the house.
Maybe under our noses. What do you think, Jack?
In the other room, Mary giggled.